BNP opposes recommendations in electoral system reform. State reform movement agrees almost all. Hasna's statement contains opinion, not proposal, says Sajis, partly disagrees with the remarks. Yunus and Modi meeting in BIMSTEC summit under consideration. India was aware of anti-Hasina wave but could not interfere, says Jaishankar. Hello and welcome to the News24 English Bulletin. This is Nafisa. Those were the headlines. Now the details. BNP rejected most recommendations of the Reform Commission on the electoral system reform. Salahuddin Ahmed, a member of the party's standing committee, said on Sunday that BNP presented its views to the National Consensus Commission. Ahmed stated that the proposals weaken the Election Commission's authority. However, BNP agrees with most of the judicial reform suggestions. The state reform movement has agreed with 151 out of 166 recommendations made by the National Consensus Commission. They raised objections to 5 proposals and partially supported 10 others. During a meeting with the Commission on Sunday, the movement's coordinator Hasnat Qayyum suggested maintaining secularism in the Constitution and recommended a referendum on constitutional amendments. Sajis Alam has partially disagreed with Hasnat Abdullah's Facebook post on rehabilitating the Awami League. Both are chief organizers of the National Citizens Party, one from north and one from the other side south. On Sunday, Sajis posted that opinions vary by perspective. While he respects Hasnat's view, he believes expressing opinions differs from making proposals and denies any pressure for a refined Awami League. Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar revealed that India had knowledge of the anti-Hasina uprising before it occurred in 2024 but could not intervene. During a parliamentary meeting, Jaishankar stated that despite India's awareness, they had no influence over Sheikh Hasina. He also mentioned ongoing discussions about a possible meeting between Dr. Yunus and PM Modi at the BIMSTEC summit. Jaishankar emphasized India's role as an advisor rather than an active participant in Bangladesh's political situation. A court has sentenced Abdul Malik, a former driver of the Health Directorate, to 13 years in prison in an anti-corruption commission case. He received 10 years for illegally amassing wealth and 3 years for concealing information. The court also fined him and ordered the confiscation of 1.5 crore taka. Malik was present in court during the verdict and was sent back to prison afterward. Police recovered the bodies of a couple and their child from their home in Gobindabari of Kashimpur in Ghazipur. Authorities suspect that Nazmul Islam killed his wife Khadija and daughter Nadia before taking his own life due to family disputes. Relatives found him hanging while his wife and child lay lifeless on the bed. Police are investigating the case while grief has engulfed the neighborhood. A gas leak explosion in Narangan's Talla Mosque area left 3 family members critically injured. The incident occurred around 4 a.m. on Sunday. Runa, a housewife, went to the kitchen to warm food for Sehri when the explosion happened. Setting her on fire, her husband and daughter were burned while trying to save her. All 3 were rushed to the National Burn Institute for treatment. A fire has been raging in the Sundarbans for the second day, with flames spreading in the deep forest of the Chandpai Range. Firefighters have yet to fully begin extinguishing it due to the water source being 3 kilometers away. Authorities have dug trenches to prevent further spread. The Forest Department has formed a 3-member committee to investigate the cause, with a report due in 3 days. Gold demand in India is declining due to record high prices. Reuters reports that the dealers are offering discounts of up to $41 per ounce, the highest in 8 months. This is up from $39 last week. Gold prices in India have risen over 10% this year, reaching a record 89,796 rupees per 10 grams. As a result, February's gold imports dropped 85% year-on-year, the lowest in 2 decades. Israeli airstrikes have killed Hamas political bureau member Salah al-Bardawil in Gaza. Meanwhile, Israel has resumed attacks on Lebanon, violating the ceasefire, citing relation for rocket fire. Protests against Israeli aggression continued worldwide. In Gaza, Israeli strikes have continued for 5 days, causing rising casualties. On the other hand, U.S. airstrikes on Yemen's Houthi rebels persist, with over 30 reported deaths in the past week. Pope Francis, who has been battling pneumonia for more than 5 weeks, will be discharged from hospital on Sunday but will need a further 2 months of rest at the Vatican. Revealing this, the head of his medical team said on Saturday that Francis was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital on February 14 with a severe respiratory infection that became the most serious health crisis of his 12-year papacy. While Francis will return to the Vatican on Sunday, his doctor said it would take a lot of time for his aging body to fully heal.
Holy Father was never intubated.
Ahead of the crucial AFC Asian Cup qualifier, Bangladesh's football team faces multiple challenges in Shillong of India. Issues range from unsuitable training fields to last-minute schedule changes. Despite these obstacles, assistant coach Hassan Al-Mamun remains optimistic. Meanwhile, midfielder Mohammad Hridoy praised teammate Hamza for his performance during practice. Bangladesh will face India on March 25th in a critical match for the Asian Cup qualifiers. Before ending the bulletin, let's recap the headlines. BNP opposes recommendations in electoral system reform. State reform movement agrees almost all. Hasna's statement contains opinion, not proposal, says Sarjis partly disagrees with the remarks. And Yunus and Modi meeting in BIMSTEC summit under consideration. India was aware of anti-Hasina wave but could not interfere, says Jayashankar. That was all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.